Yes, hello?
Yes. Good morning, Ida Jeng. Welcome to the conversation here this morning.
Oh, thank you.
You okay? Just for our viewers outside here, this is St. Bian's VIP magazine, your favorite magazine in the Republic of the Gambia. This is a platform called The Conversation, which is meant to speak on social, moral, economic, and political issues affecting our lives and discussing some of the best way forward regarding these issues. And most importantly, we are in conversation with a young Gambian who stays in Scandinavia, specifically in Oslo, Norway. But right now we are joined with her from her residence in Denmark, where she went on a break there. Once more, you are welcome to this platform, Ida J.
Thank you, Mikhail.
Yeah, quickly to the point. How is the weather with you over there?
Today it's a wonderful weather. Wake up to the sun. Usually in the winter it's dark and grey. But yeah, beautiful weather to wake up to.
Okay, that's beautiful. It's great to have you on our platform here this morning.
It's an honor.
You hail from a conservative Gambian society where females are taught to be more or less domesticalized, that they stay at home, get children and make babies, and that's all to that. But you've climbed a very huge, enviable height in your career ladder, from being a business law practitioner to currently a nurse who specializes in what I call age management and cosmetic nursing. How did you come to achieving those ladders?
Well, I've always I knew someone that I called a sister and a best friend. Her dad was a lawyer, and I've always admired that field, which was the reason why I initially studied business law. But then when I came to Norway and got my first job within the health sector, as a nursing assistant, I just fell in love with it. I knew this was my calling, that it was something that I wanted to do, that working with people like that and helping individuals was very meaningful. It wasn't about just the income that I was getting, but it was about helping people. I mean, I did weigh it up with, being a lawyer. Obviously I would have earned more, but then would it give me the meaning that I was looking for in my working relation? It wasn't going to give me what I wanted, so I decided to go for nursing.
Okay, that's beautiful. So you wanted something that you can do it and be absolutely fulfilled in that, not just the monetary incentive that comes in your pocket at the end of the day.
Exactly. I believe if you're going to work with anything, you should do it because of passion, because it's something that you love, and not just for the money. And for me, that was what made it easy to just take that choice to be a nurse. But unfortunately, recently I had to take another direction from it. I'm still a working nurse, but I'm a cosmetic nurse, meaning I'm dealing mostly with beautification and helping people with skin condition. So it's still a lovely thing to do, but initially I wanted to work directly with all people and help when it comes to people that are old and are sick. But I had an injury on my neck not long ago, which forced me to actually reconsider my career direction, and I had to go with an option that would let me still be a nurse, but without the heavy lifting and
Sorry about that.
Job.
Yeah, sorry about that. Quick, let's come right away nationally to your own country, the Gambia, which you love so dearly much, and no one can bet about that. Your nation has headed to what I call a political Bermuda Triangle. This is a question that I pose to most of my interviewees. Whereas during the presidential elections in this country, there was a consensus that brought together the coalition team. One of the key clauses that bind them together at the time was that any man or woman that assumes the seat of the presidency serves as a transitional leader. That is, after 3 years, he or she steps down and you have a government in place for subsequent elections. But now, President Adam Barrow, after assuming leadership, has says that he ought to benefit the line that is within the constitution that says 5 years. He's under that blessing. And the coalition team, some of them, so to speak, agitating that he respects his words as what we call political morality. On the other hand, the masses have initiated the first protest, calling themselves 3-year Jatna, not the entire masses, but a particular group calling themselves 3-year Jatna, like your 3 years has ended, so you got to respect that. Which of these propositions do you think that deserves the highest honor, and why do you think so?
When it comes to politics, I mean, the rules of law should be related to the people. They're the people that elect the person they want into power.
Sure.
And if the majority says that he should honor his promise, I think then he should. And even though most people that I spoke to are saying that him sitting for 5 years is practicing his constitutional right, which is true. But then again, in the rules of law, I'm talking from the common law.
Okay.
A promise is as valid as a written contract.
Sure.
And if he has made a promise and take a vow to serve for only 3 years, that is as legal and as legit as the Constitution, which he says gives him the right to serve.
Yeah. But Ida, not to cut you off, how do you reconcile the fact that the Constitution remains the supreme law of the state with that of a statement from a politician who says that I'm going to serve 5 years, where the citizen actually expecting him to have respected those clauses?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's got his constitutional right, but then again, a promise made is also legal according to the common law. So, which one stands? I would believe that the constitutional right to serve only for 5 years came only after they've established that party. So him making that promise before they build up that constitution, it would say that he has to actually respect the promise that he's made.
But I think that line...
I believe that he should step down, because at the end of the day, let's forget about what rights he's got, but from my point of view, they've been in power now for 3 years, and I really don't see that much of a significant change that this government has achieved since being in power.
How about the reconciliation process that is going on, digging out the truth about the 22 years of Yahya Jammeh devastating rule in this country? Won't you consider that as a positive impact from the Barrow-led government?
Well, it was a joint effort, and
but under his administration, Ida.
Well, it is. They've made an effort, I would say that. But then put that aside, you know, they've moved from that. And even if you go into Barrow himself, not so long ago, I don't know, I can only say I would speculate, because sometimes I don't know how valid my sources are.
Okay.
A journalist was arrested, although being released later, just because of a statement that he made about the president.
Okay.
That in itself is going back to dictatorship, just like Jammeh. I mean, corruption level is still very high within Gambia right now. So what changes have been made really to say that this government should be given the chance to stay a bit longer? If
I should use knowledge by deduction, you are saying that he should not only step down because he made a vow to step down after 3 years, but some of the leadership aides, there has been no positive commitment back to the people. There have been no positive trickle-down effect of the leadership back to the masses.
Exactly.
So against that background, you're expecting to step down after 3 years. That is right now.
Exactly.
That is the voice of Ida Jeng of Norway, currently in Denmark. We are in a conversation with her on the platform. So this is Symbian's VIP magazine, your favorite magazine in the Republic of the Gambia. Cleverly, a nation, the Gambia, lost close to 70 young people at the high sea on their way out of the continent of Africa from your country, heading to Spain. What do you think were the social, moral, economic, and political factors that revealed that there's friction for such unceremonious trip that has cost their lives?
First of all, my condolences to every family who has lost someone in the sea. We've lost someone a member of a family as well. And it's really very sad and unfortunate. But this problem is not only limited to the Gambia.
It's a continental phenomenon
across Africa.
Yes.
Exactly. And I have only our leaders to blame, because if we did have the right climate in our countries, I don't think the youth of our countries would want to try and find a better life somewhere else, because that's what they're trying to look for, a better life.
Climate as in what context, Ida? For your viewers outside here who might not be used to contextualization, can you simplify the word climate, please?
The conditions within the African countries.
Okay.
And I do believe that African policies need to change. Africa as a whole need to change. I mean, Africa has the most resources. We've got land, and a lot of it, but we still cannot provide for our own people.
We're still struggling.
We're very dependent on debts, on foreign debts, and as a result, become slaves to these debts.
Serious.
And if we have the most resources, why can't we use our own resources to feed our people? Why can't we use our own resources to develop our countries? I mean,
okay.
These are the reasons why young people are looking to go elsewhere. And okay, I'm not going to put all the blame on the government.
Okay.
But the government is where you start from. The country is where you start from. I have been talking to some of my family members who are in the Gambia who told me that these days people are not valued if you don't have money. No one listens to you. No one wants to know what you think about. No one values your life.
That is not only limited to the Gambia, just like you said, it's a continental phenomenon, Ida Jeng.
Exactly. And people have to change their mindset. You need to change that mentality of, you know, what Europe is all about. Because people living in Europe, if they tell you how they suffer, most of them,
I know,
before they can send the dollars or the pounds or the kronas they send back to your country, it's unbelievable.
I know.
Everyone has to, the people in the diaspora, together with people in Africa, need to change their mindset. And together with the government, I think you can change that. But all begins with the government creating jobs and creating the environment for their people to want to stay in their country and develop that country.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful one from young Ida Jeng of Oslo, Norway. And we connected with her right now from Denmark, where she's spending her holiday right now. That's a beautiful one, Ida Jeng, and this is Senbian's VIP magazine, your favorite magazine program in the Republic of the Gambia. I remain Tony Mikian Howard, your presenter on the program called The Conversation. This is a platform that is meant to speak on the social, moral, economic, and political problems affecting your lives, affecting my own life as a person, as a continent, in our respective communities. Quickly, let me take you a bit on a continental level. The politics of Africa is more or less getting rotten, so to speak. Our politics are run on tribal lines, on religious lines, on sentiments, instead of it being based on ideologies. To what extent do you think this affects the growth and development of a democracy on the continent?
It affects the whole of Africa. It does. And I would like to blame our leaders for it, but this is bigger than us. You have to take this back to the times of slavery, you know, the times where people have been enslaved, because we're still living in the modern day slavery. Believe it or not, we don't have any chains, but we're still very much slaves, you know. And most of the way we think about things is rooted down deep in our unconscious mind. I mean, it's a very difficult topic to tap into if someone doesn't really understand where I'm coming from. But some of the decisions that people do take are rooted down from their unconscious mind without even them knowing why they think the way they think or why they take the decisions that they take. But that's due to the inheritance that we've taken down from the days of slavery. We've been taught to think in a certain way. And those things, believe it or not, you might say we're not slaves right now. But this is, it's almost as if it's a disease that has been passed down to us
because
to
when you
think in a certain way.
just quickly, because when you look at my own country, Mama, Liberia, since independence in 1847, that's 172 years ago, you have these differences between the American Liberians as descendants of the free slaves and the indigenous Liberians. That gap has always been there. Go to the country like Kenya, it's terrible. The tribalism is at is rampant over there. Go to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the giants of Africa.
If you go back to colonization, you know, they had this method of divide and conquer, and that's where the problem started. And even in our modern day leaders, they will go back to that technique because it's something that works.
Is there a better way forward,
But they do not think about the consequences of that.
What's the best way forward regarding our political line being switched from that tribal line to a better context?
Education. Our education system is outdated, it is old. We need a different system of educating our people. The education system that we have in Africa is not meant for Africans. We need to reshape that. We need to go back to it, to the drawing boards and see how best can we train and educate Africans to benefit Africa.
That is the voice of Ida Jeng. She says that once young people's minds are educationally molded in a very different dimension, not the borrowed pattern of education that we have from our European counterparts. Yes.
I would add to that. It's just an example with us not moving away from slavery. Where when you look at most African countries now, perhaps now the British people, Americans, they still have a hole in Africa due to the depths that we have. But are we learning from it? Not at all. Recently, Chinese people are actually out in Africa. They want a global dominance. And they've started, I don't know whether you're aware of it.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
When you go to Zambia, when you go to Zambia, the international airport is almost under the control of the Chinese government.
Exactly. Now they've started this Belt and Road project that they're doing across Africa, and they've got a plan to build the biggest shipping port in Tanzania, I think. And they're investing in African countries.
Of course.
But then, what is the agenda behind the investment they're making in Africa? I mean, are we going back to colonization by the Chinese?
That's new colonialism right here.
Exactly.
And funnily enough, I was invited by the media house in your country here as a guest on Pan-Africanism, and it was frustrating and sad that there was a program that was like 30 minutes remaining before my own program took over, and that program is a Chinese program where they are teaching Chinese culture, Chinese language, and I was like, what is going on? So they're trying to inculcate their methods in us here, and funnily enough, we are in fact embracing it without even realizing it in our unconscious mind. Like,
well, that is the thing, because I do believe the Chinese have a plan to have a debt trap policy into these African countries that they set their eyes on. And if we're not careful, I mean, this is going to lead to an extraction strategy with leading to them actually demanding territorial areas into Africa, and it's already happening.
That's true, yeah. Let us say cleverly, Ida Jeng, the Gambian people trusted you today as the first female president the country produced. What would be the wrong you want to correct as a president?
I think Africa is crippled by corruption. Our education system is not good, but corruption is really killing us. Don't get me wrong, corruption is everywhere, even in the Europe, in America. But the scale of corruption is being controlled to not damage the economics of these countries. When it comes to Africa, corruption is out of control, and it needs to be corrected.
Okay.
That would be one of the first areas that I would actually look into.
Okay.
But when I said again, education, is important. When we have the right population that are educated, we can actually fend for ourselves.
Just like it
But
is
you
happening,
do-
just like it is happening in Little Mauritius, Port Louis,
Exactly.
outside mainland Africa. They've seen
Like
the
I
reason
said.
to better themselves. They refine the human resource base of their population, and they are doing absolutely well.
Exactly. Education is very vital for any country to grow. You can have all the resources you need, but if you do not have the right people to utilize those resources, what's going to happen?
I know.
So yeah, I would definitely go back to education. I would try to check our justice system together with corruption to change that.
You're going to filter the
Energy,
judiciary system.
especially when it comes to Gambia. A country needs investors for it to work. Without investors, then you can't create jobs and nothing's gonna happen. So Africa has the best energy that we can utilize, which is the sun. But how best are we using the sun to our advantage? Are we going to wait for the Europeans, the Chinese, and other people to come and do that for us as well?
That's sad. That's sad.
It's very sad.
That is the voice of, yes, that's the voice of
We
Ida
need to
Jeng.
put infrastructure in place, which
Okay.
is why the Chinese sees that opportunity to come into our countries to say, we will do these infrastructures for you. But then how do we benefit from those projects that the Chinese are inputting in Africa? And that's another thing. I'm not saying do not work with the Chinese, but when you are going to have foreigners into your country, then best strike a deal that works best for your people, not in the detriment of your people.
You mean contracts
what
contracts that have the potent of adding value to the masses, creating
Exactly.
viable jobs for the
And
masses.
that's where African leaders are lacking, to stand firm and say, no, this is not for our benefit in the long run. This is how we want to do business with you guys. Regardless, if that person wants to do genuine business with you that would benefit the both of you, they would sign that contract regardless. But I'm not sure how far they think when they sit with people like that. Again, you go back to corruption, because if someone gives you a certain amount of money for a project, and poverty is a crime, and if you've never been exposed to that amount of money, of course you will not think about the greater good of the people, but what you're putting inside your pocket.
Thank you very much. That's the voice of Ida Jeng of Oslo, Norway, who is currently in Denmark on the break. And she's in close conversation with the Senbians VIP magazine, of course, your favorite magazine in the Republic of the Gambia. I remain Tony Miket. How quickly, Ida, this is going to be a very funny question. When you look at our region, West Africa, you have leadership that assumes the chairmanship of ECOWAS. I have a problem with where you see maybe, for instance, George Weah in the next 2 years becomes the chairman of ECOWAS. Without the body of ECOWAS checkmating to ensure that his leadership in Liberia has a positive trickle-down effect on the masses. If 2 years expires or 1 year expires, then they give it to Adam Barrow without considering the positive trickle-down effect of Adam Barrow leadership on the masses. The question is, should the chairmanship of ECOWAS just be given from one leader to the other without checkmating them? Or should we have a presidential report card to ensure that before a leader assumes the position of chairmanship of ECOWAS, he or she, there must be substantial justification to prove that he or she has done enough for his or her people in their respective nations? What's your position on the chairmanship of ECOWAS as it goes?
Well, I believe gaining any title comes with responsibility. It's a great responsibility. And for any title to be handed down to someone, then that person should be held accountable for the things that they say they can change and can do. So before giving that title to anyone, of course they should be regarded as fit for the title. So yeah, there should be, I'm not sure what you've just mentioned in the end, but an assessment.
I am talking about a merit
kind.
procedure and an assessment of some kind, yes.
Exactly. to see whether or not a person fits to get the title.
Okay, that's beautiful. I conclude with you on this question. The tribalization mentality in this country, not only limited to Gambians. Liberia, from October 15 to the next 6 months, Liberians, our young girls, live from Liberia, Senegalese, Sierra Leoneans, Ghanaians, Nigerians in their numbers, including Gambians themselves. They go to the gym, pay their money to build their bodies so that they become very attractive in front of the foreign counterpart. Europeans that come here to spend the tourism season just to get attracted in the name of finding opportunities outside of the continent of Africa, which some of our young people, especially our girls, end up being into what I call sex slaves. Should that be the best way forward for greener pastures, or do we have other better ways forward for young people to be able to utilize opportunities, even though our respective nations have not been able to create the kind of an enabling environment for all to try? But should that be just the only way forward, that I wait for the white woman or I wait for the white man so that I can be able to better my life?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Now, if you're an adult, what you do with your life is definitely up to you. But what I see, when I came to the Gambia the last time, this is not. We've got really nasty. I don't even know. Right now, the topic just is kind of ignites some really negative, angry energy inside me. But you've got people exploiting the African child when they come in there, and that is heartbreaking. And these are children that needs to be protected by their parents, protected by the government. And I do not see that happening, especially in the Gambia. I've not been to other countries, but I've been to Gambia, so I can clearly see. I've been out one time in a hotel where I see a young girl, not more than 15, with an elderly white person. And you've got securities in that hotel that are not saying anything, and that is completely wrong. What is the government doing about that? Children should not be exploited. I don't think anyone should focus on getting a white somebody to make your life better. But if that's the road you're taking as an adult, I mean, we cannot say anything about that. But this takes us back to what is our government doing to reduce the desperation that these people that lead these people to the routes that they're taking. If there were sufficient jobs, if there were universities, education for people, good health sectors for people, would the country be suffering the same consequences?
Definitely
I don't think so.
No.
So we need to shape our countries. We need to create jobs for the young people. We need to give them the right education. We need to give them hope. But what else can they turn to when all hope is gone?
That is the voice of Ida Jeng. She says that our respective nations on the continent, not only the Gambia, need to give hope to young people, need to give hope to young people, providing job opportunities, securing our young people, our young girls, by giving them the right opportunities to showcase their formidable talent. And the issue of corruption on the continent is quite too deadly. It's making our countries to retrogress. So our nations have to understand that power belongs to the people. And it's been a nice conversation with you, Ida Jeng. I hope to get you some other time on this platform.
Thank you very much, Michael. It's been an honor.
Okay, this is Sambian's VIP magazine, your favorite magazine in the Republic of the Gambia. It has been a smooth conversation with Ida Jeng, a young Gambian residing in Oslo, Norway, who spoke to us right now from her holiday residence in Denmark. I remain Tony Mikel Howard, your presenter and host, so to speak. This is a platform meant to speak on social, moral, economic, and political issues. Catch you some other time. If you like, follow us. Bye-bye.